Good evening. You're back with Alexis Ray with the Culture Network. And this evening, we are on North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University's campus, talking to a couple of really great students about the current impeachment hearing with President Donald Trump. See what we have in store for you.
Hi, I'm Kariatu Jala with the Culture Network, and today I'm going to be speaking with a criminal justice sophomore, Michaela Jones, at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Today we're going to be digging deep and seeing her insight on the impeachment process with President Donald Trump. Do you agree that President Donald Trump should be impeached? If so, why?
I'm kind of impartial to it. I do believe that if he has conducted any type of discrepancy within the U.S. and any other foreign countries, and it is impeached in any type of offense, then yes. Do I think they'll be able to follow through with it? Because I don't think it is seen as a big deal. No. So if he has done anything that is truly impeachable, that goes against the Constitution, then yes. But even still, I don't think he's done any big offense where it's like he needs to get out of there ASAP.
So, what are your thoughts about the phone call that Donald Trump had with the Ukrainian president?
I find it very suspicious, especially because of the history between Ukrainians and the U.S. It doesn't give off a good impression at all. It is room for suspicion, so to me, it's just real fishy.
So with it being a bit fishy, how do you feel like the impeachment hearings have affected Donald Trump's campaign for the 2020 election?
I don't think it affected it at all. His supporters are still his supporters. Nobody believes that he has done anything so bad because he's just so incapable. If anything, they just gave him more publicity to keep running.
Okay, so would you say that Donald Trump's status amongst our society has affected his trial and the attention that it's brought nationally?
Yes, because he already started out as like a Kim Kardashian type person. He was already like a personality, so it fits right up his alley. Like, this is what he's used to. He's used to the publicity and the drama and the cameras and all that comes with it. So this is right up his alley.
So if he doesn't get impeached, how do you think Americans will look at our government going forward?
I think people who are Democrats and liberals will still keep their same opinion. I think it might lead to maybe a possible protest and maybe the government being shut down, possibly. But since the Republican Party and conservatives are so dominant in our Congress, that I don't think it would really have such a big impact. But I do feel like that maybe the Democrats and liberals will come together and radicalize and try to start something, but I don't see it going that far because of how well liked and supported Donald Trump is by conservatives and Republicans. It's a very obvious divide, and whether it's race or just parties, there's a clear and evident divide that is. I don't see the Democrats or liberals coming on top in any way they try.
So what do you think needs to happen moving forward in order to bridge that gap and break that divide?
Well, we need a time machine to go back so Donald Trump doesn't get elected, because he hasn't done anything that I guess he hasn't blatantly come out as a racist. So, but he has a lot of influencers who are. So it already gives that impression of right there that, oh, he's bringing these people out. He didn't bring them out, if that makes sense. They were already there. They just saw an opportunity. They saw a leader who doesn't dismiss it. He's not dismissive of it, and he's not acceptive of it. It's just he prefers to stay neutral. But there's still a clear agenda behind him, and whether he blatantly says it or not, it's still evidently clear. So.
Oh, thank you so much. It seems that you have a very well understanding of what is going on, and you have not chosen a definite side. I think that it was amazing for you to give us insight, and thank you so much for speaking with us.
No problem.
just got word from one of our reporters in Columbia that we have a few political science students currently really interested and willing to share a couple of their insights on our democracy and how it compares to the Colombian democracy currently.
Regarding Trump's impeachment, what I think from a Latin American perspective is that what is happening today to the President of the United States is just a consequence of a series of action that he has taken in the past under the delirium that he is untouchable. And what the Democrats in the House of Representatives are trying to do, I think, is totally legit. They are just trying to prove him wrong, trying to prove him that he is not untouchable, that a president cannot withhold military aid to a foreign country as a mechanism to force an investigation to a political rival, that if you do so, you are going to be held accountable, that you are going to be sanctioned by the law, and once again, that you are not untouchable.
I'm Karyatu Jala with the Culture Network, and today I'm interviewing two freshman students at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, Lamoya Augustus, who is a computer engineering student, and Lauren Roberts, who is a biomedical engineering student. And we're going to hear a little bit of their thoughts on the impeachment of President Donald Trump. Do you agree that President Donald Trump should be impeached? If so, why?
I feel like he should be. Well, originally I'm from Jamaica, so I feel like the president should be someone that kind of like unites the nation, or at least like most of it. You shouldn't feel like, the president's like this weird guy that like he surprisingly made it to be the president in the first place.
I agree. I think the whole thing of him being a president is just a joke because he obviously meets none of the requirements, and everything that he's done to this point, in my opinion, hasn't been really that serious.
Okay. With Donald Trump being in office, do you feel like this country has been run as a democracy?
Not really. I don't feel like everyone is like completely represented. Yes.
Donald Trump doesn't get impeached. How do you think that other countries will look at our government moving forward, being as though you are from Jamaica and you have West African descent?
Currently, well, in terms of my family, they see America, the idea of America, more as opportunity compared to like equality and equity. So they already think he is a joke, so they just come here because there's more opportunity.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like the impeachment hearings have affected Donald Trump's campaign for the 2020 election?
I really don't feel like he has a chance. I didn't think he had a chance in the first place, but that just like confirms it for sure. I don't know, his election was like questionable itself, so just having like all the things he's done up to now, and now that he's like actually about to be impeached, or like he meets the qualifications, I don't feel like he has much of a chance.
You said something that interests me. So do you think that the phone call Donald Trump had with the Ukrainian president is an impeachable offense?
Kind of. I mean, he's using like foreign like services to like forward his like campaign process, so I don't feel like that's something that's constitutional.
So out of treason and bribery, what do you feel like is worse in this case, and why?
Treason, for sure, because he's a president. I mean, like, he's supposed to be the face of our nation, but, he's the one, like, committing the actions, or, like, bribery's understandable, but treason as, like, the president, that does not sound good at all.
So a question for you. How do you think Donald Trump's status amongst our society has affected this trial and the attention it's brought nationally?
I think it's convinced more people that he should have that charge of misconduct for impeachment, and that he should, even after the trial, he should resign completely as president.
Well, thank you guys so much for your input. This was very insightful, being as though you guys have background from different places and you are here in America, and we really value your opinions.
Thank you.
Karyatu, and thank you, Anna, for helping us uncover this great story, getting some really great perspectives from students in Columbia and also some great perspectives from students at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Have a great evening. This is the Culture Network.